everybody, this is Miss Hotmess and her randomness. See, I look sexy today. Hey, this is the hot mess that I talked about. So right now, I can tell you this hot mess's random and her randomness today has been very lazy. If you're aware, I'm pretty much wearing the same thing that you saw the last video in because I have been pretty much sleeping all day long. I got up actually a little while ago, about an hour and a half to 2 hours ago. Today for me is my lazy Sunday, which means I get to relax as long as I want. But there was a couple little glitches inside of that, something to deal with my diabetes. Medtronics is being really, really awesome and getting me a new piece as quick as they can, which should arrive on Tuesday. For anybody remembers last night's conversation, my kitchen light being not working because I can't change the bulbs in it and everything. I lost my battery cap, and so thankfully they're getting me a new battery cap so I can get back on my pump because I'm horrible when I am back to shots. That is actually why a godsend for me is my pump. And any diabetic who is in my boat or understands that can probably relate the fact that being on a pump is so much better maintenance wise, like maintaining your numbers, less highs and lows, and the dramatic up roller coaster, which is actually funny. I wasn't even going to have this video be more about my diabetes. I was actually going to be more about this situation. But yeah, so basically, and that's how comfortable I am. Like, I don't care. I don't care. I'm on a video with technically a face mask on my nose right now. I don't care. Whatever, judge me. Again, I am the hot mess for you not to have your hot mess of a life. So basically, like, I've had diabetes for 32 years now, and I know that me being on a pump is so much better because I am horrible at maintaining, like, even my pills that I got to take for my thyroid. When I used to be on birth control pills, like, I'd be horrible. Like, I'd be good for a couple days and then I'd miss pills, my shots. Like, any good diabetic who has been on insulin shots knows that, like, literally you need to be on top of, like, that next shot because your long-acting insulin might last from anywhere from 18 to 24 hours depending on which insulin it is. But your short-term insulin usually lasts max 4 hours, like 3 to 4 hours. So basically, if you're on the right basal and everything like that, you're going to be overall fine. But if you are someone who loves food and you're not correctly doing the right shots for your carb counts or the intake you're taking in, or you're sick, next thing you know, you are legit, like, sky high again. Or if you take too much, you're, like, running wicked low. So for me, I'm someone for a really, really long time that was very unaware of low blood sugars. I actually got to do a study recently that kind of helped retrain a couple things. And me also being on a pump helps because the pump that I'm on, again, I'm not trying to do I'm not trying to do product placements or anything like that. Again, all my experiences, all my opinions. I know people don't always like the ones that I'm on. Like, again, I'm on a Medtronic 670G. It works for me because it is a closed loop pump. When I, the variable, am working it properly, it runs well. I have not had many technical issues with it not doing its job when there has been extra outlier issues or variables. Like, so summertime, the sweat in general, like, basically it can cause my sights to fall off because I'm sweating in general. Like, the profuse amount of sweat going on will literally cause the stickiness of where the sight is sitting to basically come off. Any good tape, when there's water on it, will not stick well unless, like, you invest a good amount. And this is going to be a segue to another video later, how frugal you might be. Like, I have a list of things I want to talk to you guys about. Again, all random, all over the place. And so, like, when my pump falls off or my sight falls off for both my CGM or also for the insulin itself, I tend to go high because I might not notice at first. Or what can happen is, like, I'll get to it later. I get to it later. And next thing you know, later has now become many hours later, and now I'm chasing a high blood sugar. So, like, I am not a perfect diabetic. I do so much stuff wrong, but I'm the one that pays the consequences for it. Like, I am, and I'm grateful that my life, especially as a teenager, there were so many issues that like ended me in the hospital for my actions and or lack of actions. And I am someone who's really blessed. Again, opinions, these are my thoughts, my opinions. If you don't believe in a higher power, that is cool. That's for you. For me, I do. I've had, I think, 5 or 6 near-death experiences already, and I'm still alive. Like, there's a reason why I'm here. I have no clue what it is, and I stopped trying to figure it out. Like, I'm here for a reason. Probably annoy my mother, to be honest, because I'm really good at that. But I really just don't know what it is. Who knows? But I will say, like, I've been in a diabetic coma. I've had all these issues that have happened. And when I was in my 20s, I was told, or actually in my teens, I was told that if I made it to my 20s, it'd be a godsend because I shouldn't. For the way that my numbers ran, everything that was going on, all my hospitalizations, like, I legit should not have been alive. Like, I should not be alive today for the things I did. And I was on regular shots at the time. So today I'm on a pump. Well, not today because unfortunately, so this is what's happening. If you see this right here, this is where the battery cap goes into, because the battery's in there. The battery cap took a flying leap somewhere into my kitchen last night because, again, like I was trying to say, my kitchen lights are not on. And I tried changing the dome light last night while I was standing on the table, kind of fearful that I was going to fall through, to be honest, because I'm not someone who weighs like 100 pounds. I'm not fat, but according to, okay, this is another one, like, society, what society's done to us, and making us not feel good about ourselves. I have so many topics. Oh, Hotmess is going to be there. But, so I can't really see even with a flashlight on. I moved the thing for under the stove. I can't find the battery cap. So I'm not on the pump right now. And, thankfully Tuesday I should get it back. But yeah, so pump for me, when everything works well, when I'm using it correctly, it's helped me so much. Like, in my teen years, I was doing like 13 to 15 A1C. My A1C was like 13 to 15, like, on any given day. Like, every time I went to the doctors and I got it checked out. Then over the last couple of decades, it like started going lower in the double digits. But there was a really, really long time that I seriously was still like running around 10. And then finally, about 10 years ago, I got put on the insulin pump. And I was on the Randomness back then. Randomness, unfortunately, no longer worked anymore, meaning that they Johnson & Johnson no longer was working with it, and then I got to go to the Medtronic. And the closed loop 670s actually helped me a lot. Like, right now, my A1C is not the best it should be, but overall, I'm seeing about an 8. I've been down to 7 before, but what happened was when I was down to 7, I was having notorious lows, like hardcore lows, and that would be another issue where I had another one of those moments I talked about, near-death experiences, actually in this, not this bed, maybe this bed, maybe it's I think it was my other bed, my full size that I used to have. And this is a throw out to a good friend. Cheryl and her husband, when they downsized their life, they actually hooked me up with their old king size bed. And again, how frugal, like things like that might be a segue, but like, I've been blessed with friends who've like helped me with things. And so yeah, thankfully nothing to my knowledge has happened in this one. But I was found non-responsive and puking in my sleep from basically a situation with my blood sugars. And an ex of mine found me and called the ambulance and got me to the hospital in time. So I've had situations that have happened that, like, I really should be dead. And I'm not the only person. My life is a very huge miracle, so I'm really, really grateful. And again, this was not supposed to be the topic of this video, so I'm going to shut up on that, and I'm going to start another video to talk about what this topic was supposed to be about. Again, new to this, so I don't know if subscribe is below or above. I am Miss Hotmess and her randomness. Again, if you want to feel good about yourself and being like, my life isn't as bad as hers, please subscribe, watch, do whatever. I'm new to this, but it's kind of a good outlet for me right now. And I can tell you there's probably someone that can identify, someone who might relate, or someone that just make them feel a little bit better about their life. So I'm gonna shut up, and I hope you guys all have a good night. I'm actually gonna start another video in about a minute. So bye guys.